So how do you make change, right? There's the traditional way would be through reform, and we don't have the time to be working in that model. The model that Extinction Rebellion is working in is a rebellion. Rebellions can be violent or they can be non-violent. I'm a non-violent person. Everything that's happening here is non-violent. But even strategically, if it was a violent rebellion, it would be less likely to succeed. And there would be a better chance, even if it did succeed, that some strongman would come in and change the purpose of it. So when we use the word rebellion, it's completely non-violent, has a much higher chance of success, and we have principles which we're going to read through that actually will help us have the best chance of success, that we can actually do something for this planet, this wonderful little blue dot that we live on. So here's our strategy as is described for the U.S. Extinction Rebellion U.S.'s long-term strategy is to, in alliance with other movements and thousands of people, inspire and be a part of instigating a national, coordinated economic and government non-violent disruption on an unprecedented scale that lasts indefinitely until the government kills rebellion of this kind in U.S. history for any reason. There is no way to overstate the danger we face from climate change, and on their own, our institutions have proven themselves incapable of addressing the crisis. Rebellion is premised on extensive research that shows conclusively that if 3.5% of the population is actively engaged in sustained resistance over a concentrated period of time, governments inevitably concede or collapse under the pressure. The research shows that governments simply can't endure this many people engaging in serious disruption if it lasts for an extended period of time. And this is like extensive research that's been done by Erica Chenoweth. So what we're trying to do is to build this. We're trying to have these events so that we can grow in the numbers and do what has already happened in the spring, where they had enough people that they shut down bridges and plazas for 11 days total, and at the end of that process, they were declaring climate emergency in England, in UK, Scotland, Ireland. There's a fall rebellion going on, and that's coming up October 7th. This time there's going to be 5 cities internationally that are going to do what happened in London. New York City is one of them. It's also London again, and Paris, Berlin, and Amsterdam. We'll be participating in that fall rebellion as well, leading into our support of Indigenous Peoples Day. So that's middle of October, October 12th. I will go through the demands. I'll go through them kind of quickly if you want to keep things moving. So these are the demands of the U.S. One is that the government must tell the truth about the climate and the wider ecological emergency. It must reverse all policies not in alignment with that position and must work alongside the media to communicate the urgency for change, including what individuals, communities, and businesses need to do. The second one, the government must enact legally binding policies to reduce carbon emissions to net zero, which is right on our hourglass float. In case you're wondering what that was, by 2025. Another demand, I'm doing them out of order, but this is a U.S.-specific demand, and this is absolutely critical for us here in the U.S. because besides what you learned in our U.S. education system, our history has been based upon genocide, slavery, racism, and patriarchy. Because of that, we are prioritizing. We demand, I'll read this one out. We demand a just transition that prioritizes the most vulnerable people and indigenous sovereignty, establishes reparations and remediations led for indigenous people, people of color, and poor communities for years of environmental injustice, establishes an ongoing ecocide to prevent extinction of humans and all species in order to maintain a livable, just planet for all.
Yeah.
That's why we've been working in partnership with Sanctuary for All, Abolish ICE Denver, and that's why we've been helping out where we can with Denver Homeless Out Loud. The last has to do with that we don't trust our government to just make these changes, even if they say they're going to meet these demands. So the way that we want these changes to be implemented is to have a citizens' assembly, which basically means you have a sortition where you pull out people from the general population, make sure they're educated in the facts, and have them work on making sure that the government comes through in the solution. And And one of our floats is around a People's Assembly. So that's going to be fun. Okay, those are the demands. These are the principles. Anyone who is working within the principle of XR is working on behalf of XR because we're non-hierarchical, but I'm kind of leading into what I'm about to say. So 1, we have a shared vision of change, creating a world that is fit for generations to come. 2, we set our mission on what is necessary, mobilizing 3.5% of the population to achieve system change, as we talked about earlier. We got more water, Fred, down there to fill up. Thank you. Everybody who has refillable bottles, fill them up before we go. 3, and this is important, we need a regenerative culture, creating a culture which is healthy, resilient, and adaptive. And we'll have more updates from our Regen Culture group before we start. We openly challenge ourselves in this toxic system, leaving our comfort zones to take action for change. We value reflecting and learning, following a cycle of action, reflection, learning, and planning for more action. That's going to come out at the end of this action. Please stick around a little bit because we are going to get back in the circle and have lessons learned from this event. Also, I'll just plug this now too. We also have sign-up sheets. If anyone wants to get more involved, please fill out a sign-up sheet down at the snack table. We welcome everyone and every part of everyone. We're working actively to create safe and more accessible spaces. We actively mitigate for power, breaking down hierarchies of power for more equitable participation. So we have many leaders, but we don't really have authority. We're working in a different type of system. We avoid blaming and shaming. And this is important because this leads in to how we talk with the police, how we talk with the people in their cars. Basically, we're treating everyone with respect because no individual is like the completion of the problem. It's the systems in place. So we take our view of nonviolence to the drivers. We have roles of people who are traffic calmers, who will go to the drivers who are inconvenienced, and there we go. And Deb will be talking about it later, I think. And we'll go to them and offer them literature and sorry for the inconvenience and offer them a snack and explain why this is necessary and why we have to do it.
Water, maybe? Water bottles?
Maybe. We got to watch these. So you got to reuse like multiple times.
No, that's bad too.
Yeah. Okay, 2 more. We're a nonviolent network. Using nonviolent strategy and tactics as the most effective way to bring about change. And the last one, we are based on autonomy and decentralization. We collectively create the structures we need to challenge power. Anyone who follows these core principles and values can take action in the name of Extinction Rebellion. So, thank you. Thank everybody for being here. Our plans have gotten a little bit messed up today, right? And it's because we came out here with the intent of blocking certain roads for one light cycle. And we did not think that was enough disruption to bother even drivers very much, right? And the drivers that our traffic calmers talked to, some left their windows open, some were in conversation and did not mind having a roadblock for one cycle at all. But unfortunately, after doing this for a few intersections, our action was interrupted by the police. So we're hoping we can have a better relationship than we did in the morning.
If not, they'll get a tongue lashing later.
We're hoping you can let us bend that a little bit.
No bending. We just honor the Constitution.
We're going to do a little bit of assembly. So we do have...
Politicians bend it, we need to bend it back.
So but good point though, we do treat everyone with respect, and we respect that you have to do a job to do. And we're hoping that we can all go home to our families, and we can all learn a little bit about the climate.
Release the prisoners of war.
But if you're looking to arrest people for blocking the street, there are some people doing it right next to us right now.
Yes, and you should arrest them first.
But anyway, the point is we actually had arrests this morning. We're about to break out into an NVDA training, and we're trying to figure out roles. but some of the people who got arrested this morning are people who were organizers for this event. So we're kind of like figuring things out as we go. I don't want to scare people. We are going to write down phone numbers for jail support, and we'd like everyone to write that down regardless of what risk level you're at. And there will be opportunities where you can be at a low risk for arrest, which we thought everything this morning was, and no risk for arrest. We welcome everyone and everybody. So you can participate, and you can stay on the sidewalk and only cross the intersection when you get the little green walk symbol. So who's taking over from here?
I can talk a little bit. We just had a discussion, people. So the plans have changed a bit. Again, we're gonna go out with one swarm, which is the theme of Act Now, because we're already we need to act now. That's all that stuff. We're hoping we can get one light cycle in. And again, we want everyone to go home tonight. So we have a route. We're gonna go out. Anyone going out into the crosswalk is at risk. The rest, again, we think it's low risk, but we don't know exactly how they're gonna respond.
What's the charge?
Disrupting, blocking streets,
Blocking traffic. It's like a $50 ticket.
It's not even
Not
that.
much.
Arrest you for that, or they just write a ticket?
No, they're gonna arrest and detain, right?
It's a fear tactic. It depends, but usually it's happened both ways in our past. I've been arrested for that charge. I got 24 hours of community service, and 6 months of not getting arrested, and then I got arrested anyway. So.
Does this qualify as community service?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
All right, it should.
Okay.
Yeah. Well, actually, and the other thing we do have, one of the other swarms we had planned to go is a little theater act. So we might, after at least blocking one light cycle, and everyone wants to help out with that, we have a little theater act to enact a citizens assembly, which is our third demand. So we want to help out with that. We can do that on the sidewalk. Just let the street lights provide us with the captive audience, and do that a few times. Get good coverage of that, showing people how that's supposed to work. It's a really cool form of direct democracy, giving voice to the people, giving the power back to the people. So we want to be able to do that, and have that little theater act, since we have it ready, be no risk whatsoever. So after the light cycles and maybe a little marching, we can do that as well.
Yeah. Okay, so we're gonna do a little training time. We're gonna do some real life situations. First,
this should be
before we
good. We're
get
gonna
into
move the
that,
cameras up.
the people might ask while we're going down and blocking traffic. There's some red and black dresses that have been hung up in trees. Those are there representing missing and murdered Indigenous and Black women. We're doing that in solidarity with that cause right now. And so if people ask, that's why. Just want to clarify that because we talked about it. So we were, like they were saying, going to do a couple swarms, but right now we're settling on just one. So some people are going to sit on the side of the road and they're going to do the citizens assembly. Low risk people, breathing down their necks right now. Low risk people are going to be protected by the medium risk people. So how we're going to do that is we're going to have people who want to go to really low risk, like do not want to get arrested, maybe go to this side. And people who still don't want to get arrested but are like okay with it would be going on this side.
Go now?
Yeah, go right now.
I promise you this morning, folks, what we did was we walked through this crosswalk. We stopped traffic.
If you get arrested, we have support.
So
Anyone who has not got one of the jail support numbers yet, could be a sun takes on the outside 16th Street Mall, then at one.
No, it's a standard protest spot and nobody really cares. Stopping traffic's the point, isn't it?
We've done marches down the
That's not the point is to tell people what's going on.
Right, but we've done marches on the 16th Street Mall. We haven't gotten a single one. We have everything.
I have a few that
How many of you believe in walking through a crosswalk? I'm looking for some friends.
So,
You're not going to be walking through the middle of traffic. You're going to be walking across a crosswalk. Who wants to do that with me today?
no peer pressure. No peer pressure. Can we make a more clear divide? And like, we need both people, really, but
Martin, get out of the middle.
Pretty good. How are you doing? Yeah.
If you are willing to accept the medium risk of arrest, please stand over here.
So it sounds like it changed that. Did you have to accept? You didn't have to put money or something?
Excellent.
That is a legal precedent.
No. First time since like 10 minutes.
Okay, interesting. Well, that's great. That's
This
Yeah, that's gonna come around.
Hi, Josh. How you doing, James?
Yeah, he was fantastic.
People need to take these banners. High risk people. Or medium risk. Medium risk.
I've done this before.
okay, I'm gonna bring it back in real quick. So, we went some lessons this morning, largely because we weren't thinking that people were going to get arrested, right? So we didn't take the precautions that we needed to take, but tonight we're going to do that. So the high-risk people are going to surround the low-risk people with banners and locking arms. That creates a perimeter that the police can't break through to get to you guys. We're going to have two different signals. We're going to blow a whistle once, and that means that low-risk people need to leave the road if they do not want to get arrested. Who is Steve will be going to whistle, and that's you. If we do 3 short whistles, that means everyone out of the road, there's an ambulance coming and we need to let the ambulance through. We always let ambulances through. We don't let cops through. We're going to try to have 4 banners because we don't have a ton of high-risk people, and the remaining spaces will be held by people locking arms. So right now, let's do a little practice of just this. I don't want to like show them my tactics, but we're going to pretend like this is the road that we're going to. Sorry, go ahead.
You'll get out of the way.
Yeah, we moved.
They're the ones that are with us though are not going to be reassigned. They are here for the duration of the event, and they are our cops, our keepers and masters that we just have to obey.
That's a good point. Thank you. Yeah, thank you for bringing that up. So at this point, we don't have 4 banners right now. We only have 2. We can kind of imagine. I know. I just want to grab them. It's not so what we're going to do is we're going to do a little off like this. We're going to have some people who are police and have our police liaisons actually doing their job. So we're going to walk out this way. If the low-risk people can slide behind the high-risk people on this side. Sorry, we're doing lots of switch-ups. And we're going to do a little...
So I'm going to move this out of the way quickly.
What's up, Liz?
What do you mean, like after today?
Creo que hace ya.
Oh, está bien. Sorry, I'm just live streaming.
Ven aquí.
Do we take which one? Whatever, dude. Whatever is blow off. Okay, take the street. We're taking the street.
Taking the street, folks.
Taking the street.
Practice what? Whose streets?
Our street!
Whose streets?
Our street!
Whose streets?
Our street!
Let's march. Whose streets?
Our street!
Let's go. Go. No, we're going this way. No, this way. The traffic's coming this way. We're going this way.
Take your suit off. This thing is utterly freaking miserable.
Non-violent, that's an important sign.
So let's do this time and people. Lower risk people in the middle.
Yes. So we're gonna be the front. Just need one on that side, one on this side. Low risk people in the middle, is that what you want?
Exactly. This is fine. Yes. Whatever what direction you guys want to face, it doesn't fucking matter.
Can we do this over here? So we're not getting our warning before we're blocking traffic.
Guys, watch out for traffic. Down.
We're not blocking traffic.
Bring it this way. We don't want to get our warning before.
We're gonna do it right here.
We want to use that warning well.
Like this.
Oh wait,
Mind blowing.
you're low risk.
Thank you very much.
Get out of here.
Great, so nice to meet you.
Oh, and
You low
Everyone
risk
hear me?
today?
Yep.
okay, we're gonna do a diamond.
I'm realistic.
Let's bend it.
Bend it, diamond.
Bring these over.
Diamond formation.
Over.
This is some real time.
Go, gadget.
Bring that. We're gonna make it into a diamond. Yep, there. Yep, there we go. So let's try to bring everyone closer together a little bit.
Tighten it up, Oh, now you're all locked in and
Outside of
safe.
this diamond, we have a perimeter of people locking arms to keep people inside safe. Okay, the whole point of this is that cops cannot come in
You
easily.
just grab a person.
You can't do it at random arrest.
Right, they can't just randomly go in and grab someone. So if you do not want to get arrested, you have to stand back. We're going to have these as a perimeter. So now we're going to get ready and we're going to do a little testing. We have some fake police right now.
Oh, this is good.
Well, hopefully. Who's the police liaison? Let's do it. Right now, you guys.
Oh, yeah, no.
Hey, you guys, excuse me, everyone, you have, this is your final warning. Please disperse right now.
Whose streets are streets?
Whose streets are streets?
Whose streets are streets?
Performance of an officer in their duty. You continue to do that, you're going to be placed under arrest for obstruction of justice. Now step aside. Final warning. Final warning. Clear the road, and you'll be subject to arrest within 30 seconds.
30 seconds. I'm sorry, you communicating with the police liaison officer?
I have you guys.
No, you have me kettled in. I can't move. Talk to the police liaison officer. Media! Give me a camera! I want a camera on this cop! I want a camera on this cop! I'm stuck. I can't move. Give me a media liaison officer.
Blow the whistle and the
I'm moving.
You're under arrest. You're under arrest. Now you're resisting arrest. That's going to be another.
I can't go anywhere. I cannot.
Officer, come here. Give me a hand. We need to bring this man down. We need to bring him down hard. I don't care what it takes.
Everyone. That was
'Cause I'm a
good.
cop.
It's good enough. So, after this,
They're gonna
does
be
everyone
nice.
remember the whistle signals that we're using?
1, 2, 3.
One whistle means everyone who doesn't want to get arrested out of the street.
Move.
3 whistles means that everyone moves because there's an emergency vehicle coming. Okay? Now, we'll know if people are getting arrested, right? And we're going to try to get one person with a banner to herd everyone off the streets.
Right.
So
I
that
think we
person,
will know if people are getting
whatever side is being, whatever we need to do, whatever side we're going to go to, we'll talk about that. And there's a rest.
An attempt to comply is complying.
Right.
And if everybody is moving as fast as the slowest person, we're still complying.
This is controlled chaos, everyone.
Okay? But it's going to work out. So just, be ready, be confident, just think about all this stuff. You want it? Yeah.
As long as he doesn't have a sword in it.
Okay, we're going to do one more where we just blow the whistle and we're going to practice one banner sweeping everyone across while the 3 banners hold it open. So we're going to open up the diamond and have a banner come across and push everyone to the sidewalk.
A banner.
One whistle if you don't want to get arrested, leave the streets. 3 whistles. It's an emergency vehicle, it doesn't matter, everyone off the streets, we're letting the ambulance through. No 2 whistles, we're trying to keep it simple.
Okay, so which way are we going? We're going this way.
I don't know.
We're at the intersection going that way because we got to cross the sidewalk.
Yeah.
So we've got to figure out how to get out with one banner staying until everybody's gone.
Yep.
Okay? That means if everybody's we got to have another person here. Otherwise,
Okay. Hey, I need a second hands for the banner here. All right.
Doing it in the same
Great.
way we
That's
just
fine.
did it,
That's
except with
fine.
the whistle.
I'll hold 2.
Where's Reed? Reed, get in the middle.
Okay?
Yep. Or whatever you want to do. I'm not. Yeah, sorry.
Okay.
I was told that you can see what was going on.
Yeah,
But it
whatever.
does not.
No, it does not.
Good.
Yeah.
Good. Go ahead.
Okay.
Okay? So we're marching this way, and they said we've stopped the sidewalk, we're singing, and you've got to disperse. You're the front banner. No, you got to leave. We're holding the road open. Closed. We're going that way. So somebody would take this banner and just heck out of here. Bye. And we're crossing. We're crossing. We're the last one. And we close it out. Does that make sense? Guys, all see me close it out like that. Officers that are on that side, on that side. Get you out of the way and move along.
Why don't you get one of those stuff? Try and get one from everyone, even if you're not really in a position, because things are kind of unpredictable and various people have gotten phone calls. Everything I hear is from not nearly official now. He was,
Alright, did that work? Should we try it again?
it was 2 feet from me.
It worked pretty well. Let's try it again.
Yeah, let's do it again. But this way we're going to speak to this side.
Okay, so we're going to stay as a side and do somebody else in front.
Taking the road. Taking the road. Take the road.
Taking the road. We're taking the road. Diamond formation. Whose streets? Our streets. Whose streets? Our streets. Whose streets? Our streets. Hold it. Diamond out. Diamond here. Alright, it's good. We're arms locked. Beautiful. All we want is to end oil and gas. Where's the cop?
Oh, the whistles.
Okay, so we're gonna move. You two stay. You're the wall, and everybody slides out.
We're still blocking the road.
We're still blocking the road.
High risk people.
Keep coming, keep coming, keep coming, Dana. Yeah?
Okay,
So that would have been a leave the road.
enough where we can actually do this in action.
Yeah,
Right, let's do it.
let's do it.
Doing it live.
Yay. Sorry, I didn't mean to put you there. Let me get my stuff together.
Whose is this? Anyone's?
Yours now.
Funnel fighters. Thank you. I appreciate it.
Hey everyone,
Can higher risk people please meet me here? Please, right now. Please.
Oh. Medium, not high. Medium.
Medium.
And you're the one that's holding the banners.
Yes.
You guys have numbers.
Hopefully,
Because I just.
we're gonna have some station here.
Okay. I just want to. I have one. Yeah, I have a puppy. I mean, so I can't. I have to not for every time.
Yeah.
How soon do you think I'll warn my family? Okay. Okay. I can always be at Erica Grace. Sure, that makes. I feel like that's reasonable. This is fine. This is the first my phone and my other stuff in case. So what's the
Are we gonna do the action?
Right, I'm fine.
Yes. 9 o'clock's court. I know, I'm trying to give you my phone number. Sorry, folks, we gotta pause this out for a second here.
Okay,
So that was a little practice for you, those of you who are just learning. We on the whole day, so that's what's going on. I'm currently filling out a jail arrest form, so that if I get arrested, people know.
Okay, that's fine.
Okay, so I medium risk. Okay, Mom.
Consensus for September 23rd, form acted. The action consensus is a binding framework for non-actions undertaken during the Extinction Rebellion campaign. You participate in XR actions and you to abide by this action consensus. We are taking action to raise awareness of the Earth emergency we find ourselves in. We act to protect this country and the Earth, our home. We were rebelling against extinction because for species and many others, like birds, we coexist with a threat. We will work with and in support of other groups and networks across the U.S. and internationally through a combination of affinity group actions and larger events. We respect that movements are diverse and we choose to adopt different tactics in different circumstances. We will be mindful of members of the public going about their normal day-to-day activities at all times. We feel the need to disrupt. At the same time, we acknowledge that the political, economic, and social system we live in has driven us to take disruptive action. Recognizing that unless actions are undertaken in towns, cities, and public places, any impact will be minimal and localized. We understand that workers who may be disrupted by our actions rely on their jobs to provide for themselves and their families. We will be strictly nonviolent in our actions and communications with members of the public, workers, and authorities, and each other at all times. We will treat everyone with dignity and respect, including law enforcement. We recognize that nonviolence is essential to our campaign, while recognizing that using nonviolence is a privilege that is not available to everybody. We are an open organization, completely accountable for our actions, and will often video photograph them to prove so. We will act calmly and carefully and will strive not to endanger people. We will not take action under the influence of alcohol or drugs. We will keep ourselves informed of the legal consequences of our actions and take responsibility for them. We will honor our regenerative culture, looking after ourselves and each other in order to take effective action. Safety will be a high priority at all times. We will plan actions with care, being mindful of blockades that may affect emergency routes. We will consult our traffic plan to mitigate for these eventualities. We will not take action unless trained and aware of consequences of our actions. Alongside protests and civil disobedient actions, we will encourage constructive direct actions that offer solutions to the climate and biodiversity crises we face. We encourage the creation of regenerative culture that supports us as we focus on these solutions in more connected, cooperative communities. We will share a vision of change to encourage others to act. This will build a strong narrative that complements our opposition to failed business as usual approaches. Sorry, one more thing. This is important. As activists in the global north, we collectively acknowledge our privilege. We are on an ongoing journey for understanding what this means. We act in solidarity with social and environmental justice frontline movements within and outside the U.S. and recognize that our struggles are connected.
Nicely done. All right, are we ready?
I think we need to do the goals.
Yeah.
Want me to do it?
Lisa.
All right, I think we're getting ready here pretty soon, but we have a few key roles to fill and just some other general information. First, who is staying here at our Goody Snack location to help people who might come late? It's the least risky position we have available. We have someone. Okay. I'm going to be the spokesperson for the event. If we run into the media, please point them to me so I can give them a pointed answer to their questions. Who is our police liaison? Okay, so we have 2 police liaisons. I want everyone to see.
I don't know any of you. We don't know each other.
All right, so then we got Matt. And we have these 2 people.
Matt's going to the bathroom. He's here.
Or he's behind you. So, the reason I point them out is we don't talk to the police, right? We don't want to get in chit-chat. We don't want to say anything to them, nice or not nice. If the police wants to talk to us, point them to the police liaison. Okay, so for banners.
We have banner people.
So we're set with banner people.
Yeah.
Okay. Am I forgetting any roles?
Traffic commerce?
Yes, we had an alert from Traffic Commerce. Okay. Where are our yes?
I mean to be disruptive, but why can't we talk to the police?
Anything you say can and will be held against you.
We have these roles filled for people to speak to the police because it just keeps us all safe from incriminating ourselves.
Yeah.
And they're trained to talk to the police without incriminating themselves or us.
It also makes for a more cohesive message if you have one person speaking along.
It represents us.
If
too.
I talk to the cops, I'm an ass, and you don't want me to do that, so I try not to talk to the cops.
If you give them flowers and stuff, that's cool.
We tried.
Or just be
we
nice,
tried
yeah.
this morning. They still arrested everybody.
Traffic calmer in that.
Yeah, you could be a traffic calmer. That'd be a good role, I think.
Then
Go
you can
talk
give
to the-
people flowers and cars and tell them that we're doing it for their kids too. That might be a good role. To tell people why we're doing what we're doing and apologizing. It's really nice. What
So I can tell you that that's just the standard in a nonviolent direct action movement. We make that up.
Yeah, it's pretty insignificant.
Yes,
And it's for good reason.
But that's the way we've always done it. It's not a good
All right, Traffic Commerce. Here's Deb to describe the Traffic Commerce.
Hey, Deb! This morning we cooked a lot of vegan cookies and had Oreos. Our plan was to give them to people while they were stopped. The police said we could not go out into the streets. So for this afternoon, we have made signs. Sorry for the delay. We have 4 signs. Sorry for the delay, 90 seconds. Then we also have signs to let them know who we are, and these can be carried, and we have to stay on the sidewalk. This is basically a no, but do not go into the traffic. So that's it. We got the signs down by the table.
If you want to be a traffic calmer, giving people cookies in traffic, they may give you a warning to get out of the street. Don't go back in the street. Give the cookies to someone else and send them out. Their warning, then they leave. Switch off if that's something you want to do. I don't know if we're doing that tonight. It's up to you, though. Up to you. It's a little risky, but they'll tell you, don't go in the street again. Just don't go in the street again.
They will warn you to your face. That's what they did this morning. They also block the traffic between the sidewalk and the first row of actual cars, so we can't like reach out with those cookies. So if you don't have a warning, it's up to you if you want to pass out a cookie or not.
All right, do we have any update on our float? Do we need volunteers to help with that, or is it ready to go? Is it gonna follow us? Is it mobile?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Or does it need volunteers to do something with it?
I mean, someone has to be pulling it.
Okay, so do we have volunteers on our float?
Should that be a medium risk person?
We have 5 medium risk people. Can we get one person to pull the float around? I'll do it if no one else. Sure. Cool.
Yes.
Okay.
2 people, ideally.
Do we have 2 people? So who's our one person on the float? Let's be clear. Sweet, thank you, Josh.
Can we get one more?
One more volunteer for the float.
We got 2.
Okay, sweet. Okay.
What's a tree?
I want a treat.
Sit. Who speaks for the trees?
All right, I think we're gonna start, guys. Woo!
Yeah, you might have to send me a little branch or something, but. Yeah, that one's probably a little bit safer.
Yeah, anyone that still needs a jail support, more the number over here.
By the way, I want
you like a camouflage branch?
some of us who just kind of on it all the
There's no disadvantage to taking a drink. I think they're right or something. Yeah, I go over to me.
I just figured out that I recognize this video thing. Yeah. That's it. Took me a minute. I was like, familiar. Hi. There's one by Tammy at the time. Sure, as Kate. Nice to meet you again. Yeah, you too. How are you doing? You good? Yeah. Are you still around? Yeah, here and there, for sure. Like bits and pieces. I feel like I don't know if I've really found like my shit, you know?
Thank you for coming out.
I was really into it. I mean, oh, sorry, go ahead.
So you're like,
yeah, I appreciate that they're always there whenever there's an accident doing it. Yeah. Happen wherever, you know.
yes, I know. That's not what I said I do.
Good choice.
Yellow.
There we go. Who else needs something?
Where you in that waterfall? It's down there. It's got me in there that one time.
Getting a little bit.
I got you.
That's how we look strong. Big, everything, right? Yeah. The first actions that I came to we were pushing cops off the sidewalk.
Oh yeah. As long as we're in the cops, besides, I do have a quite visible impulse card right there, so I can't take all the damage if you need someone to go really slow. Just keep moving out slow. Yeah.
And a live stream.
Is everybody ready?
Yeah.
Yeah, let's go. Let's go.
Yep. It's an emergency. I need a second. It's really an emergency.
5 minutes, we're leaving.
It's all right. I will keep you out of trouble. How does that sound?
False alarm. Hey, shortly. We just got jail support forms, so we're getting those. Those are very
I thought
important.
those were filled out.
I was here in the morning.
Oh, okay.
No, I think that I have to say I am an extremely big fan.
That's so funny.
Yeah, it's beautiful.
Yeah, is that like in the morning? Yeah, I was here.
See, and if we...
This is out of my compassion because he didn't have
about fifth lot about she stayed at our house
Okay.
about doing an action with a she thought that was
Possible.
yeah.
Very, very possible and feasible.
Well, she also thought it would maybe be more, like it could be more meaningful conversation.
I've done some really high risk, but if we could pull you.
Listen, the Coltrane is easy to stop. It sits still.
I know. Right.
And it's not that hard to get in front of it and behind
You
it.
can even put big signs up on it and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Climb up on top of it.
Yes.
Yeah.
I mean, it's still. All you have to do is get pictures.
So anyway, let's talk about that.
Unmute. Just tell everybody hi, talk to them as you feel like it.
Okay.
Make yourself famous. There's only like 20 people watching. I don't know.
No, let's not do that.
Oh, there is one more thing I need to do though.
Okay.
There. Now it's harder to see, but the battery stays on longer.
Okay.
We shall overcome.
You're gonna be like our
Thankfully, I've been drunk a couple times in the whole bathroom. Just a couple.
are not afraid. We are not afraid. We are not afraid today. Oh, deep in my heart, I feel the need. We shall overcome someday. We shall overcome someday. Woo! 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 Let's keep it tight together. Slow down a little bit.
Get the other banner up front, please.
All right, here's a little song that you'll learn by this time and then sing it hopefully. So join me once you learn it. Never doubt that as long as the people take the world in peace is the only way that ever change the world indeed. It is the only thing that ever has. Never doubt that a small group of people can change the world indeed. It is the only thing that ever has. Never doubt that a small group of people change the world as we. It is the only thing that ever has. Never doubt that a small group of people change the world as we. It is the only thing that ever has. Never doubt that a small group of people can change the world and leave. It is the only thing that ever has. Never doubt that a small group of people can change the world and leave. It is the only thing
Straight. You two down the street.
That a small group of people can change the world. It is the only thing that ever has.
small group of people change the world indeed. It is the only thing that never has, never doubts that a small group of people can change the world indeed. It is the only thing that ever has, never doubt that a small group of people can change the world indeed. It is the only thing that ever has, never doubt that a small group of people can change the world indeed. It is the only thing that ever has, never doubt that a small group of people can change the world indeed. That ever has, never doubt that a small group of people can change the world indeed. It is the only thing that ever has, never doubt that a small group of people can change the world indeed. It is the only thing that never doubt that a small group of people change the world indeed. It is the only thing that ever has.
Our streets!
Our streets!
Our streets! Our streets! Our streets! Our streets! Our streets! Our streets! Our streets! Our streets!
Are we?
Hey, hey! Ho, ho! Change has got to go! Hey, hey! Ho, ho! Climate change has got to go! Hey, hey! Ho, ho! Climate change has got to go! Hey, hey! Ho, ho! Climate change has got to go! Hey, hey! Ho, ho! Climate change has got to go! Hey, hey! Ho, ho! Climate change has got to go! Hey, hey! Ho, ho! Climate change has got to go! Hey, hey! Ho, ho! Climate change has got to go! Hey, hey! Ho, ho! Climate change has got to go! Hey, hey! Ho, ho! Climate change has got to go! Hey, hey! Ho, ho! Climate change has got to go! Hey, hey! Ho, ho! Climate change has got to go! Hey, hey! Ho, ho! Climate change has got to go! Hey, hey! Ho, ho! Climate change has got to go! Hey, hey! Ho, ho! Climate change has got to go! Hey, hey! Ho, ho! Climate change has got to go! Hey, hey! Climate change has got to go! Hey, hey! Ho, ho! Climate change has got to go! Hey, hey! Ho, ho! Climate change has got to go! Hey, hey! Ho, ho! Climate change has got to go! Hey, hey! Ho, ho! Climate change has got to go! Hey, hey! Ho, ho! Climate change has got to go! Hey, hey! Ho, ho! Climate change has got to go! Hey, hey! Ho, ho! Climate change has got to go! Hey, hey! Ho, ho!
oceans are rising and so are we. The 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 oceans are rising and so are we. We're brave enough to rise and so are we. The oceans are rising 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 and so are we. We're in the first place.
Way to go, XR! Woo! Don't stop, keep going.
More oil. Keep it in the soil. No 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 more oil. Keep it in the soil. Hold on.
Give peace a chance!
Extinction Rebellion, there is no blaming and no shaming.
Blow it, let's go!
Let's go! While they're not
Let's move, everybody. Get moving. Let's go. We are a swarm. We work as one. Let us move.
Yeah, you gotta reset it.
United.
Will never be divided. The people united will never be divided. The people united will never be divided. The people united will never
people united will never be divided. The people united will never be divided.
The people united will never be divided. The people united will never be divided. United will never be divided. The people 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 united will never be divided.
The people united
Will never be divided. The people united will never be divided.
The people united will never be divided. The people united will never be divided.
The people united will never be divided.
Can we walk a little slower? We're waiting for some other folks.
Guys, slow down.
Let's slow down a little bit. So we don't get divided.
Chant fast, walk slow.
I have no idea. I didn't see a thing.
We should make sure we're on one side of the street or another, just so like they don't arrest us for this.
Cadillacs and Volvos. The
Gotta
Cadillacs
protect
and
from.
Hey, wait up! I'm back! People over profit! Why are you trying to spread that? If they're able, do it. What I was thinking
Hello, Rebel.
is
Move a little bit slower, make sure that everybody can walk with us. Let's just a little slower in general. Good job, Rebel.
Okay. Sir, I think you're fine. I'm not gonna. I don't want to speak for that. No, I understand. I just don't want to. I just don't want to like have you
It's hot in here. There must be carbon in the atmosphere. It's hot in here. There must be carbon in the atmosphere. It's hot in here. There must be carbon in the atmosphere. It's hot in here. There must be carbon in the atmosphere. It's hot in here. There must be carbon in the atmosphere. It's hot in here. There must be carbon in the atmosphere. It's hot in here. There must be carbon in the atmosphere. It's hot in here. There must be carbon in the atmosphere. It's hot in here.
Let's march.
There must be carbon in the atmosphere. It's hot in here. There must be carbon in the atmosphere.
Like, or do the slow walk through the road?
Gotta have faith.
Yeah. They're super aggressive.
Not the champ mode. You got the champ mode. We gotta leave with the champ. We go too fast. There was a book this morning.
What do we want? Climate action. When do we want it?
Now!
What do we want?
Climate action.
When do we want it?
Now.
What do we want?
Climate action.
When do we want it?
Now.
What do we want?
Climate action.
When do we want it?
Now.
What do we want?
Climate action.
When do we want it?
Now.
What do we want?
Climate action.
When do we want it?
Now.
What do we want?
Climate action.
When do we want
Oh well, we all do what we can.
Fossil fuels have got to go, hey hey! Ho ho! Fossil fuels have got to go, hey hey! Ho ho! Fossil fuels have got to go, hey hey! Ho ho! Fossil fuels have got to go, hey hey! Ho ho! Fossil fuels have got to go, hey hey! Ho ho! Fossil fuels have got to go, hey hey! Ho ho! Fossil fuels have got to go, hey hey! Ho ho! Fossil fuels have got to go, hey hey! Ho ho! Fossil fuels have got to go, hey hey! Ho ho! Fossil fuels have got to go, hey hey! Ho ho! Fossil fuels have got to go, hey hey! Ho ho! Fossil fuels have got to go, hey hey! Ho ho! Fossil fuels have got to go, hey hey! Ho ho! Fossil fuels have got to go, hey hey! Ho ho! Fossil fuels have got to go, hey hey! Fossil fuels have got to go, hey hey! Ho ho! Fossil fuels have got to go, hey hey! Ho ho! Fossil fuels have got to go, hey hey! Ho ho!
Let's try this song from earlier. People going around like water.
Now, I hear the voices of my great granddaughter saying, climate action now. People on our eyes like water. Bitch! Bitch!
How privileged are you? Too privileged.
People gonna rise like water, gonna raise this crisis now. I hear the voice of a great granddaughter, climate action now. People gonna rise like water, gonna face this crisis now.
I hear the voice of my great granddaughter saying, climate action now. The people gonna rise like the water, gonna face this crisis now. I hear the voices of my great granddaughter saying, climate action now. People gonna rise like the water, we're gonna face this crisis now. I hear the voices of my great granddaughter saying, climate action now. The people gonna rise like the water, we're gonna face this crisis now. I hear the voices of my great granddaughter saying, climate action now.
Yes.
Yeah, sort of.
These guys are right now, they've lost our professional but what is really nice is that the cops are blocking the road for us. So we're going to fuck around with them a little bit and let them block the road for us. We're going to cycle. We're going to do it. We're going to get in formation. And then right as it's about to break, we're going to all rush the street. They'll block the road for us. They're just going to keep indexing. Is everyone cool with that? Everyone on the same page?
Yes.
Let's test it out first right here, and then we're going to leave right when it starts to just leave. We're going to come out and send
No one can do
Alright, let's go! Woo! Rebel! Woo!
That's my understanding. I'm police. But I was always not interested in utilizing me at all. They're just doing their thing. So they know I'm here. I don't kind of like that's going on.
Are they gonna try to do it?
They were just in the crosswalk. Wow.
Out of the street. Protect yourselves. Get out of the street.
You're not violent.
Let's keep the chants going. Definitely takes 8 hours. System change, not climate change.
System change, not climate change. System change, not climate change.
System change, not climate change. System change, not climate change. System change, not climate change. System change, not climate change. System change, not climate change. System change, not climate change. System change, not climate change. System change, not climate change. System change, not climate change. System change, not climate change. System change, not climate change. System change, not climate change. System change, not climate change. System change, not climate change. System change, not climate change. System change, not climate change.
No, Darren, we're gonna get the stand up by God ones.
When the water we love is under attack, what do we do?
Stand up, fight back.
When the air we breathe is under attack, what do we do?
Stand up, fight back.
When the water we drink is under attack, what do we do?
Stand up, fight back.
When the earth we love is under attack now, what do we do?
Stand up, fight back.
When the earth we love is under attack now, what do we do?
Stand up, fight back.
When the earth we love is under attack, what do we do?
Stand up, fight back.
When the water we drink is under attack, what do we do?
Stand up, fight back.
When the air we breathe is under attack now, what do we do?
Stand up, fight back.
When the earth we love is under attack, well, what do we do?
Stand up, fight back.
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 People over profit.
People over profit. People over profit. People over profit. People over profit. People over profit. People over profit. People over profit. People over profit. People over profit. People over profit. People over profit. People over profit. People over People over profit. 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 over profit. People 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 over profit.
People over profit.
Next slide.
Let's move. We are going this way.
I want to see. I don't know why we're all the way in the back on this camera. You want to take the sign for a minute?
Okay. Back to the park.
Because these fucktards. I can say that on my own stream. Keep it tight!
Stick together, rebels!
Rebel, rebel, rebel! See, if my people were out here, we'd be asking each one of these how they sleep at night. Why are you hiding, Commander? No need to run.
Let's walk a little slower. Everyone is so fit and athletic.
Doing this for you too.
Never doubt that a small group of people can change the world indeed.
It is the only thing that ever has.
Never doubt that a small group of people can change the world indeed.
This is what resilience looks like. Peeling them off one at a time, and they still keep going.
Never doubt that a small group of people can change the world indeed. All right, let's keep walking.
Hey, I'm gonna come around. No, get in trouble. Do you want me to take this? Because you got too many things.
Okay.
What do you want? Do you want the stick in the sign? Do you want the yard?
Why don't you take the sign?
All right. Looks like we're back together. Looks at a small group of people. So, if we can keep it on an angle, they can read it.
This is what democracy looks like. Tell me what democracy looks like.
This is what democracy looks like.
Tell me what democracy looks like.
This is what democracy looks like. This is what democracy.
There you go. Thank you, Dina. Can't do it all. You're good. Thank you. Want to get some commentary on this to these people. Non-violence, right? So you too. Don't dally in the crosswalks, huh? Dana, don't dally in the crosswalk. Just get through it.
I know my
There's the piggies and the murderers. Right? And those are the people who are protecting oil and gas companies, corporate interests. Oh. Hey!
Tell me what rebellion looks like.
Cross.
Tell me what rebellion looks like.
This is what rebellion looks like.
Tell me what rebellion looks like.
This is what rebellion looks like.
Tell me what rebellion looks like.
This is what rebellion looks like.
What do we want?
That's it.
Now! What do we want?
Yeah, I wish.
Do we want it? Now!
Now! I know. How many of you are contacting the city council? Right? Why is not every city council office blowing up over the excessive use of force at this action? Right? There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. That's I don't know, over the last 30 seconds while I counted those 10 people, that was probably like $50 to $100 spent, right? So $50 an hour. Let's just calculate 10 at $50 an hour. That's $500 on this row, right? Then you got those 2 other cars, 3 or 4 other cars over there. You got the other, it's ridiculous. We've got easily $1,000 an hour being spent right now, easily. Hey, cross the road this time, please. No justice, no peace. No justice, no peace. No justice, no peace.
No justice, no peace. No justice, no peace. No justice, no peace. No justice, no peace. No justice, no peace. No justice, no peace. No justice, no peace. No justice, no peace.
No justice, police.
No justice.
No peace. No justice, police.
Oh, okay, you haven't actually got it.
It's Denver, you know, you can be that specific in this town.
No justice, no peace. 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 No justice, no peace.
It was a peanut shell. I threw something on the ground, but it was a peanut shell. No justice, no peace.
No justice, no peace.
Don't stop. Ain't no power like the power of the people. The power of the people don't stop. Ain't no power like the power of the people. And the power of the people don't stop.
Ain't no power like the power of the people, because the power of the people don't stop. Ain't no power like the
power of the people and the power of the people don't stop. Ain't no power of the people don't stop. Ain't no power like the power of the people, because the power of the people don't stop. Ain't no power like the power of the people, because the power of the people don't stop.
Ain't no power like the power of the people, because the power of the people don't stop.
Climate action! in the soil. You can't drink oil. Keep it in the soil. You can't drink oil. Keep it in the soil. You can't drink oil. Keep it in the soil. You can't drink oil. Keep it in the soil.
You can't drink oil. Keep it in the soil. You can't drink oil.
Keep it in the soil.
You can't drink oil. Keep it in the soil. You can't drink oil. Keep it in the soil. You can't drink oil. Keep it in the soil.
Can't drink oil. Keep it in the soil. Can't drink oil. Keep it in the soil.
Can't drink oil. Keep it in the soil.
That the cops released the people that they nabbed without any charges.
Well, that was unofficial. Someone at the park told me that.
Oh, okay.
So I don't know.
So, are you recording? Of course. I want you to know that today in a federal court, the city of Denver, as part of a settlement in regards to homelessness, has agreed to add more garbage cans throughout our city. It took 3 years in a federal civil rights lawsuit. I wonder what it's going to take to get recycling bins.
Did you see that they pick up?
It was about the sweeps.
Yeah, yes, but think about it. As part of the settlement, they agreed to put more garbage cans around the city so that people had a place to put their trash. What's it going to take for us to get recycling bins? Our planet is dying, Sam.
I know. I'm well aware.
Did you see they picked up?
3. I counted 3.
Yeah, they allegedly released them. We're just told.
They did actually.
Allegedly. But that's actually, 3. And then 4 this morning, of course.
They confirmed 5.
5? Damn. And what do you think it is? About $1,000 every half hour? Manpower?
I counted 12 guys.
Plus the outside perimeter.
Not the control card.
Right. Yeah.
That's a lot of money.
Sorry, yeah, no, I've been thinking about this quote the whole time, right? Because I'm sitting in the courtroom and I'm tweeting it. I actually tweeted it, right? That they had to agree in a federal settlement over homeless to put out more garbage cans. What's it going to take to get recycling bins? And I've been thinking about it for hours now. It's pretty impressive. We shall overcome someday. All these in my arms, I will overcome someday. We'll walk hand in hand. We'll walk hand in hand. We'll walk hand in hand. I believe overcome someday.
Live in peace. We shall live in
Call your council person. Demand change.
We shall live in peace today. Oh, deep in my heart, I do believe we shall overcome someday. We shall save the earth.
We shall save the earth. We shall save the earth
today. Oh, deep in my heart, I do believe we shall overcome.
Oh, there are more cops.
Last one, we are not afraid.
We are not afraid. We are not afraid. We are not afraid today.
Yeah, it is. It's so different and it's so crazy.
Yeah. Come on, guys.
Yeah, yeah. A planet if we choose
The oceans are rising and so are we. We can save the planet if we're brave enough today. The oceans
There's no
are
trap.
rising, so are we. The oceans, so are we. The oceans are rising, so are we. The oceans are rising, so are we. The oceans are rising, so are we.
Oh yeah, it's they're really trying to send a message to us. Yeah, they're just snipping. Yeah.
They are.
Yeah, they're disgusting.
Thank you. Came out and joined.
Oh, yes.
Did you find us on bike route from work or
No,
you
actually,
knew?
my mom
What's that?
has protested in Colorado. She's from
Okay. What's your name?
Nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was a good day.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, I was.
Except for these idiots.
Yeah.
I think we've counted 9 yesterday.
Do the right thing.
5.
Okay, and there were 4 tonight?
Yeah. Allegedly. Huh? There's 3 at the corner, right?
Oh, there were. Yeah. Oh, I only saw 2 there. You're right. There was
I mean,
the guy taking pictures.
Yeah.
And then the lady with the grandson. And then the first guy.
Maybe there was only 3. Might be 8.
Okay.
Not sure.
No, I have been.
Yeah. I'm on the I'm in the FTP category.
What is that?
Well, it's either film or blank the police. I have a few years of doing it.
It's awesome. I'm excited to
Go on that trade.
You guys are hefty stars.
It's a kite.
It is like a kite, isn't
Big
it?
energy.
I just got.
16-3-311 gives me the authority to film the police without fear of retaliation. Isn't that right, Sergeant? Huh? Oh no, but the act of standing at the back of the line and filming them is a protection not only of the group, but because the law, the state of Colorado actually wrote it into the books extensively that says that you have the right to film as long as you're not interfering with the operation of their duties. Like standing at the back of the line with a camera running is like a great defense to stop people from getting picked off should they actually want to try to do something like that. An odometer?
Yeah, right.
Like fixing odometers?
Yep.
Wait.
Yeah.
Well, maybe not, but yeah.
Pretty much. 2 miles unknown pretty much takes the value out of your car. But yeah, I used to be in a little odometer shop.
Crazy, crazy.
Yeah, kinds of cool stuff here.
Yeah?
Yeah, and then California moved in. California and Texas. I grew up here. And so I saw everything before it got developed, you know. And then everybody like Mother's Day. So a lot of people from California, a lot of people from Texas. Not saying anything bad about it, but it really changed the face of
Where is it this place goes?
I don't know.
I'm sure it'll be run over or something.
I'm supposed to be in a non-violent attitude today. Every time I see a gun, it makes me angry and violent.
I got a front ball too.
So I struggle. I have weaknesses.
Ball guy makes me deal with the devil.
I've seen too many people that are doing good things get put away for the wrong reasons. And we like to say fuck the police. But hey, look at this awesome sized crowd. Woo! Oh, oh! Hey! Fossil fuels have got to go!
Fossil fuels have got to go.
Hey! Oh! Fossil fuels have got to go. Hey, hey! Oh!
Fossil fuels have got to go. Fossil fuels have got to go.
Hey, you stop traffic for us? We'll walk.
Fossil fuels have got to go.
Oh, why not? What's wrong with stopping traffic for protesters, Officer Carroll? I said, what's wrong with it? What is the moral implication of stopping traffic for protesters? That makes it something that you're not able to do. You served where? Where'd you serve?
Serve?
Yeah, did you serve somewhere? Nah. Alright.
Here we go.
Oh, it's a red light. They are stopping traffic for us. I'm so confused.
Fossil fuels have got to go. Let's rock. Ho, ho. Fossil fuels have got to go. Fossil fuels have got to go.
good night. Thanks for joining us. We love you. Hey, hey, ho, ho, fossil fuels have got to go. Thank you. Hey, can we get the wheelchair through, guys? You guys coming through for the closing? I'm standing here till the last ones come in.
Keep it in the soil.
No more oil! Keep it in the soil! No more oil! Keep it in the soil!
No more oil!
Keep it in the soil!
No more oil!
Keep it in the soil!
No more oil!
Keep it in the soil! Hey, no riding and driving! District 1, 4331. That's unsafe practices. Driving while riding. Can you go give that man a ticket? 4331. He was driving while riding. Used to be a time when that actually occurred.
Are these people part of the...
Yeah, I'm trying to convince them, but I got nothing on that one.
So are we waiting on them? Are they, I know...
We're supposed to have you want to go get a marshal or an observer? I mean, he's not supposed to be left alone.
Yeah, I don't want him left alone. And aren't these people over here with the kids as well?
Yeah, well, they kind of, I don't know what they're doing. I think they embedded themselves with the cops at this point.
Okay. I'll grab an observer. Do you,
Thank
are
you.
you
Yeah,
okay
yeah,
staying
yeah,
right
yeah,
here?
yeah, yeah.
Stop it, the Amazon is on fire!
'Cause
Well, I don't want to, I'm not leaving the camera with one guy surrounded by cops by himself. Right? That's not logical.
That's really not.
So I was hoping we could ask him to just, like, walk up and ask him to join us.
I can go do that. I don't know what we need exact. I'm following whatever.
I would suggest that your conscience is your guide.
Okay, sweet.
And it's a good
I'm
guide.
gonna go do that then.
132 people in your class, huh? Or was that year? They do it by class or by year?
Classes like
Thank you.
to make eye contact. It's like humanizing for us.
Yeah, we're just trying to close it up. Thank you. Yeah, I marched 8 miles on Saturday. And it is amazing. They spent like $20,000, $30,000 easily to escort us down the road and shut down traffic for like 5 hours. It was ridiculously fun.
They don't even want to look at us because I think if they look at us and make eye contact, they're like, oh, I guess we probably shouldn't be friends.
The conversation my friend has is that he usually tells them they should just clock out, go home, and swallow a bullet. And I'm trying not to do that today.
I'm trying
because I
really
think we're supposed to be peaceful.
I'm trying really hard to read nonviolent stuff. I have a lot of anger about some things. I feel like the Extinction Rebellion has actually helped me with a lot of therapy in regards to like
focusing it.
The nonviolent stuff.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I feel like it's not really. I don't know. I don't have any. I hear
One day at a time.
to a certain like as much as I can. And, you know.
Oh, it smells good in
It
here.
really does. That's exactly.
That was a joint rolling by. It was amazing. I'm gonna have one of those in a little bit. So are we not? No, because we got the arrows. You're causing a backup. Oh yeah, I'm not supposed to yell at them. I'm not supposed to yell at them. I'm sorry. He's causing a traffic backup. Yeah, he's refusing to turn when the green light was there, and he didn't turn on his lights to indicate that he was a service on a call. So he's violating protocols of the Denver Police Department. All right, that sounds like a good idea.
Maybe you and I are just not the right people to like say stuff. I'm trying to like wave as like honestly, partially my own personal therapy for being nicer to people, but I feel like you said like there are other people who are maybe a little better at this. Like I'm kind of just maybe a little bit. I'll handle my own shit.
Yeah, I'm working on it, right? But this was a good action. It was a good day, folks. Thank you for joining us, hanging out. Huh?
Seemed okay to me.
It seemed okay to you, and you didn't go to jail.
Yeah.
What was your name?
Brian, what's yours?
I'm Kate. It's nice to
Kate,
meet you.
it's nice to meet you as well. Yeah, we have fun. We got it up. They're trying to close it up. So we're going to close it up too, I think, folks. It's been a fun day, but we would anticipate that we'd be able to drive away without anybody getting arrested. So that's always one of the big questions. Will people be allowed to drive away without getting arrested? At the Aurora ICE detention facility on Thursday night, the people who were arrested were in vehicles leaving. And it was peaceful and done. But they needed the arrests, so they pulled people over, right? It's always the goal of an action is to walk away without any, peacefully representing. Who are you with?
I'm with the Colorado Times Recorder.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Fantastic.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah.
So is that a print?
No, it's an online progressive news publication.
Colorado Times?
Yes.
Reporter.
Yes, Colorado Times.
So I'll feed you this thoughts.
I don't, unfortunately. I'm just an intern. I don't get cards.
She's the intern. Brian, and you didn't get arrested today.
No, thank
you. Did a
you.
great job.
I'm
Gabrielle, yes. So I've been telling everybody this because I was at the settlement today for the homeless here in the city of Denver. And as part of the settlement, the city of Denver actually agreed to put out more garbage cans in the city so people would have a place to put their trash.
Oh, that was lovely.
What is it going to take for us to get recycling bins? It was a 3-year battle, and they had to settle because they were treating people like badly. Yeah. All right, I'll catch up, huh? I gotta shut this thing off, so you're good.
Yeah.
Hemp, listen, if you want to talk about hemp, folks, I will sell you some hemp seeds. Right? We will talk about that any day of the week, ladies and gentlemen. We can sell you enough hemp seeds to farm America. So we're gonna just I got a wheelchair stuck. Wheelchairs and scooters and everything. All right, guys. It's been in March. 2 hours of more bullshit. I'm out. Have a great day. Give us the last word.
We're gonna do it.
We're gonna do what?
It's gonna happen.
It's gonna keep growing.
We're not
Peacefully.
we can't let them stop us with this bullshit police antics.
Well, but you see why people stop being nice to them,
I do.
right?
Yeah.
Now, did we get any confirmation about how many were arrested and how many actually went to jail tonight?
We had 5 from this morning. We had 3 from this afternoon. People who don't walk across the street fast enough. Like you never see that before.
Never seen that before. Okay, folks, that's it. We're gonna let the end of the talk go off into another venture. Is this your missus?
Right here, but
She's beautiful and amazing, and we're so glad to have had her all day.
You.
Yes.
You again.
Me again. I'm always around.
Well, you were. I saw you.
Oh, this is yours.
I saw. Yeah.
Oh.
I saw you Friday downtown.
Yes.
And I had just gotten I had finished a coffee, and I had the cup like this, and you came up and said, so why are you here? Oh, so what's that cup you're? Your single-use cup.
Well, it was a climate action.
It was you.
Yeah. Sorry.
You can see. No. I thought about it since. No, that was fine. It was funny to me.
Yeah, I was trying to do it in a non-violent way, right?
You did.
Because I
Good, man. What's
I
your
try.
name?
I'm Brian, and I'm often very angry.
I'm Brian too.
Oh, that's a good name.
Yeah.
All right.
I haven't used a cup like that in about 15 years.
Oh, so it was just like that one day.
Yeah.